channel, or welcome if you are new. I am Julia. I'm a Buffalo-based content creator and I love making videos about fashion, lifestyle, owning your own business, and content creation. And today we are going to do a content creation video. I recently got a comment from one of you guys asking me about my content creation process and how I go about filming videos, and specifically like once I film, storing the videos, and how I manage my files, what I do from a file management plus and file organization standpoint. So I figured I would pull the curtain back and show you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes of being a YouTuber, making videos, and storing the files.
I also know that people are always really interested to know like what
tools do people use to edit and things like that. So I figured I would just pull the curtain back and share some of those things. I also took to Instagram and asked if you guys had any specific questions that you wanted me to answer, particularly as it relates to content creation. And I got a few of the same question, which is essentially, how do you start pitching to brands and how do you start to kind of put yourself out there to get brand deals? So I figured that I would do both of those things in this video. So first things first, we're gonna talk all about file organization. I highly recommend, if you are not already, everyone knows that all YouTubers live by their flash drive. And I use, you know what, I'm gonna load up my Amazon, take a look at my previous orders so that I can tell you guys exactly what I use, because a brand of this is WD. I'm gonna tell you, because I think I have one, I've got a 5 terabyte one. I think this might be the 2 terabyte or 3 terabyte, but you definitely wanna have at least a few terabytes for a flash drive. Because video files take up so much room. They are very large files, and so it can become very easy and overwhelming to run out of storage. And so that is why I make it a process to make sure that I always firstly connect my little flash drive here so that that is all in, because I'm gonna load my footage, my camera footage, when I stop recording my clips and everything and I have my little SD card and plug that into my computer. I load the footage directly onto the flash drive rather than loading it onto my computer directly, because you don't want your computer to be the place where you're making all of your files live. From a security standpoint, that's not the best, but then also just from a storage standpoint for your computer, you're gonna run out of computer storage. So you definitely want to have some kind of a flash drive that you are using, because that's going to make your life so much freaking easier. So that is the external hard drive that I use. Maybe I should have been calling it a hard drive, not a flash drive, but oops, you guys know what I'm talking about. So that is the external hard drive that I use, and that is what I store all of my files on. So now that I have plugged it into the computer, let me show you guys what it looks like for all of my files and how I organize everything. So because this is my second hard drive, you can see I've named it Elements 2. I have an Elements 1, an Elements 2, and I actually already have an Elements 3 with some other footage that I've been working on. You will see here I immediately break my stuff down into folders. So we do have some things that are not YouTube related, like that personal documents folder, but aside from that, actually all the rest of them are relating to my YouTube. So this first folder here is the final YouTube videos. Whenever I export a video in its final form, and I export it out of Final Cut Pro, which is here. Final Cut Pro is what I use to edit videos. So actually, quick little pivot, really quickly. This is what I use to edit all of my videos. And you guys will see the last project that I worked on automatically gets loaded. This is all the clips and all of the footage that I've been working with is in here, and then all of my active projects are at the top. Here is something that I will do. I have 15, let's let it focus. I've got 15 projects in here. This video just published, so I move it to trash. Whenever I have a video go live on my YouTube channel and I have the project in my Final Cut Pro, I always then delete it from Final Cut Pro to clear up more room in my Final Cut Pro. And then there are also some other things that I will do to save room in my Final Cut Pro, depending on how many active projects that I have. Right now I have 14 projects. I've got a number of different things that I'm working on, from speaker videos to all those different kinds of things. And you guys will see, just as an example here, I really cut down clips and trying to really make my videos fast moving. That's just a part of my process, but that does mean that the file sizes usually end up being a little bit larger because I'm doing those kinds of things to the videos. So I will save like Final Cut Pro tutorials for another day. If you guys want me to do a little tutorial on how I edit videos, let me know in the comments and I will definitely do that. But let's get back to the file storage and organization, because I just showed you guys the final YouTube videos folder. So like I said, when I export a video from Final Cut Pro, I save it into my hard drive here in the final YouTube videos folder. I also have a folder that is called Music for YouTube, and in there is where I store all of the music that I download from Epidemic Sound. Whenever I download music for YouTube, I store it in there as well, and I actually need to update that, so let me show you how I update that. So I have the Music for YouTube folder open. Let me click out. This is what it is. And what I actually need to do, I need to open a new Finder window and go to my downloads, because I recently downloaded some new music and I need to make sure that that new music is being backed up into my external. So I'm scrolling, okay. I need to get these three. And I'm just gonna drag them into my Music for YouTube folder. I'm gonna see if there are any other ones. Oh, these two. And see, that one already exists, so I'm just gonna hit stop. So all of my music is now updated, and I make it a point to do that every month. Every month when I'm downloading new music, I will then just drag it into the Music for YouTube folder in my external hard drive. I also have folders for a speaker sizzle reel. That is a video that I've been working on as a way to promote myself as a speaker. But let's get into the YouTube
Footage
folder, because that's really what you guys wanna know. So this folder right here is all of my YouTube footage. And what I do is I break it down into the year. So if you see 2013, I started this drive clearly towards the end of the year in August, or July, I guess actually. July, August, September, October, November, December's footage. So if I click into a random month, you will literally see these are all the different videos that I filmed in December of that year, right? So I filmed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different vlogs in December 2023. And if I click into each one, you will find all of the footage from each of those. So let's go into 2024, because that's more recent, right? So January, February, March. So let's click into March and travel with me to Denver. So this is literally every single video clip from that trip to Denver. One of the things, if I wanted to take my file organization to the next level, and this is definitely a goal of mine, is I could literally go in and rename every single one of those clips to be descriptive of what that clip is, so that if I'm deciding to make mashup videos or things like that, and I wanna find footage of mountains in Colorado, I can go to the Travel With Me to Denver and be able to sort that footage based on the names of the clips. That is not something that I've gone so far as to do, but I do organize all of my footage this way. So as soon as I record a new video, I make a folder. So literally, I'm gonna show you guys as I'm getting ready, because this is the next video that I'm working on. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. So this is my March folder, and I'm gonna do a new folder, and I'm gonna do how to manage files and stay organized as a YouTuber. So now I already have the folder made that I will place all the footage that I'm recording for this exact video. Another thing that I will do is I will go into Final Cut Pro and I will look at all the footage that I have loaded in there, and if the projects have already published, what I will also do is delete all of that raw footage in Final Cut Pro, because that can also take up a lot of room. I think file management, file organization, all of these things should be a kind of recurring practice for you in your life. It's the same thing for me, as I try and do every 2 weeks. I will upload all the more recent photos on my phone, airdrop them to my laptop, and drag them onto an external hard drive so that I'm saving those photos as well, especially for brand deal projects that I'm doing. Saving all of that footage in a folder that is specifically named for that brand is really important. That will make your life so much easier as a creator, which honestly leads me directly into the next topic, which is how to pitch yourself for brand deals. So if you want to start pitching yourself to brands, the first thing you need to do is get really clear on what brands you want to work with and why. You need to have a reason as to why you want to work with with the brand way beyond just like getting free things or making money. Because if those are your only motivations, I promise you, you're probably not going to get brand deals. It has to be relating to the brand's mission. Maybe you guys share similar values. Maybe the product or what they provide has made a real difference in your life. Those are really good reasons to want to work with brands. It has to be about the relationship, not just what's in it for you. Because when you are pitching brands, the most important thing you can do is showcase the mutual win that exists for both you and the brand. Brands want to work with people who understand that the brand needs to benefit in some way when it comes to working with you. So you want to be brand centric. It's a lot more, in my perspective, thinking about the brand and how partnering with you is going to help elevate them, help to bring them awareness, help get their product in front of eyeballs of new people. That is what you want to make sure to include in your pitches. The other thing that's so important is to just start building relationships with brands that you love, because that's going to be how you're able to pitch them. I do not recommend just trying to pitch brands that you have never even mentioned on Instagram. You really want to start with building a relationship with the brand, having a little bit of a back and forth rapport through some kind of channel, whether it's TikTok or Instagram. You want to start that kind of communication with you and the brand before you're making a pitch, because nobody likes to be asked. No one likes those like cold asks or invitations. They feel super weird, super awkward. They can kind of come across as seeming a little bit entitled. And what I have found is the more humble you are and the more brand and relationship centric you are, the better your pitches are going to be and the better relationships you're going to build with the brands. And once you have an established relationship, once you guys have gone back and forth for, I would say, even a few months, like not days, not weeks, not like 3 mentions and then you pitch them. I'm talking like 30 mentions over time, showing that brand the consistency of you purchasing the product, being a loyal fan. Those are the most natural partnerships for brands to make. And brands are smart and they're leaning into it, right? Like brands have marketing departments with people like me that work there and really understand that the best customers, the best brand advocates are people who have been buying from the brand already happily. So that is my biggest advice for you. And what I will say is don't get so focused on the vanity metrics. Don't get so focused on your follower count. I have been able to make really good money for myself as a creator and get paid by brands that I love and get paid figures that actually are above what the industry standard is. And I will tell you what to do to find that in just a second. But I've been able to do that because I've been really mindful of not over pitching to brands. So I literally only pitch myself to brands that I really do love and buy from, because it is a natural fit and it's brands that I've been working to create a relationship with for a long time before I even do pitch. And I just make it as much about the brand as I can. I really make the win for them. I try and always over deliver what they've asked, and I always try to get things to them before the agreed upon timeline so that they have more time to review the content and stuff as a brand. That is a way that I have found I can stand out as a creator, because I'm never going to have the biggest following, but I can be one of the most organized creators, and I can be the creator that is willing to always go above and beyond and make the load as light of a lift for the brand as humanly possible. And that is what I always try to do and always recommend others do. So if you are looking to pitch yourself to brands, I highly recommend my friend Lisette. She is exceptional. I'm going to put her Instagram here. She has a business called Influence with Impact. She literally helps creators pitch themselves. She makes a lot of money for creators, and she is a powerhouse of a woman. She's a very creative, smart, humble, genuine creator. She's someone that I've learned so much from and really just love looking up to. She really inspires me as a creator, and she just has taught me so much. And she has a creator calculator, so you can put in your numbers and all that kind of stuff, and you will get some rate that will allow you to figure out what numbers you should be pitching to brands. Because one of the easiest ways to kind of kill the relationship before it even starts is to overinflate the prices you should be making as a creator, especially if you have a small following like me. You don't want to seem greedy or asking too much, so you definitely want to make sure that what you're asking for is in line with the industry standards, and you can find what those are through Lisette's calculator for creators. And the last question that I got on Instagram from you guys is, how do I stay motivated as a creator? And I just think the most important thing that you can do is really stay focused on how it feels for you. If you only focus on the vanity metrics, if you only focus on your follower numbers, number one, you probably will get discouraged and you won't pitch yourself for as many opportunities as you could get, because you might think that you don't have enough. I promise you, you do have enough. Even if you have a small audience, you have people that are looking at you and looking up to you. And so the biggest tip I can give you is to believe in yourself. And that's a good way to stay motivated, is you have to literally become delusional about your own goals for yourself. Become delusional in believing that you can do it, and you will literally start to make things happen. It has been a dream of mine, you guys, to work with Abercrombie. A dream. It is something that I have literally put on my list of goals. I literally wrote in November 2023.
I wrote, it is a dream of mine
to work with Abercrombie and ever get a gift card from them or get free stuff sent from them. And not only have I been able to receive some gift cards as a part of the Abercrombie Creator Program, but I also got sent a package of 4 gorgeous dresses from them. And that wouldn't be possible if I didn't believe in myself. It wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you guys supporting me and me then supporting you back, right? Like, this is a mutually beneficial thing. And I just believe so much in the power of us as individuals to put ourselves out there, to get opportunities for ourselves, and then to be good, genuine people, and to put back into our communities, put back into ourselves, so that we can continue pouring into other people, right? Like, if you guys know me and watched my channel for a while, you know that like I am literally here to answer any and all of your questions. I literally make these videos specifically for you guys because you ask for them, and I just think it's a beautiful thing when I'm able to do more of what I love, and it inspires you guys to do more of what you love. And like, you guys, 2024 is our collective freaking year. We're gonna make so many amazing things happen. So I loved making this video. I loved pulling the curtain back, giving you guys some advice. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you guys have any other questions about creator stuff, file organization. I could geek out about this stuff all freaking day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna call them flash drives. You guys, my technical lingo is terrible. So this is, I think this is a flash drive. Is this a hard drive? You guys, hold on.